everybody, and welcome back to the Animal Virtual Bus YouTube channel. You join me and More Central, otherwise known as Animal Bus Videos, otherwise known as Animal Virtual Bus. It's the same voice, same person, just different channels. It's me again, hi. And you join me in AdSTO, the AdSTO project Beta 6 once again. Now we're back again. We've started having a look at a few work in progress maps. So we had a little look at Lincolnshire that we will be revisiting very soon. And then we've had a look at this map. So we've looked at the 101, the Park and Ride service. We've looked at the rail replacement. That was pretty cool. The Park and Ride rail replacement was lovely routes. So I thought I'd try another route that's relatively recently added into the AdSTO project, the 20 service, which let's just rev that before it runs out. The 20 service operates between the bus station and St Stephen's terminus. The route itself is about 25 minutes in length, and I thought I would get the lovely Studio Polygon Streetlite out in the very recently released ultraviolet first bus new corporate livery that has been released as a repaint pack vehicle. You can drive this in the partially branded, the unbranded, the new logo and the old logo, so I thought I'd choose the new logo with the full branding on because it looks really cool. I'm going to be taking this on the 20 service. The only negative thing I have so far about this map is the fact that when I click this button, although that blind works perfectly, for some reason or another, the blind doesn't want to work properly on the 20. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just the 20 service. I don't know if it works for the other route, but it just seemingly doesn't want to work properly for the routes. That is a bit of a shame, I'm going to be entirely honest. I was expecting it to properly want to work, but hey ho, we've still got some sort of 20 displaying on the front. It says St Stephen's on the side, and I can't remember we're not in service, can I? So we'll just have to manage. So we'll make a move round to the stand. Now what we're doing with the AdSTO project is, yes, there are some brand new routes, but we're also having a look as we go through this series. We're having a little nose at some of the pre-existing routes as well. So that's kind of like the mix of what we're going to be doing, purely so I can get a really nice variety of a nice variety of the new services and seeing all the brand new bits, but also looking at the work that has been done to the pre-existing scenery as well. I've parked quite far away from the curb, but as we saw with all the people swarming me, I thought that was probably for the best. So there's very few maps at the moment that tend to really give reversing bays a go. We went through a period where everybody were giving them a go. I mean, I gave them a go, and then a few other maps did. But the AdSTO project, I'm really pleased to see still gives reversing bays a go. A bus station that is very similar to the Truro bus station style, that's why you can get away with using these reverse bays, because the AI buses can just drive straight through and it doesn't cause much of an issue. That's much tighter than I remember it last time. Last update, that is definitely quite tight. And they're just driving around in circles with those. Again, this is a beta 6, so it is still a beta, it is still a work in progress map. It's not finished. As you can see, we've got off file. There are still bits to work on. There are still finalised bits. I mean, I don't mind driving with a line like this because it's realistic to a company just taking over routes and inputting the wrong file into the blind, so inputting the side blind instead of the front blind or something like that. So that sort of thing. Oh, come on. There we go. For some reason it blotches out. It's this Studio Polygon Light. It's that detailed and that cool, and we're on such a highly detailed and cool map that the two have gone together and gone, oh, I don't know. And OMSI has fried itself a little bit. It does that. It happens. So what I am really liking at the moment is the sort of liveries that have been released for vehicles. Why is guys walking around the middle of the roundabout? I mean, to be fair, it is Devon. That is Devon antics. Just walking around the roundabout to get your steps in. Fair dues. That is, yeah, it's the kind of thing that would happen. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I would imagine, or to be fair, did actually happen when Taunton, the old buses of Somerset up, started to get random vehicles and what have they. They were quite notorious for inputting the wrong destination files into vehicles. There were quite a few images from that. So it is quite a common thing for big companies to accidentally put the wrong files in. So this is something that I could imagine actually happening in real life. Again, when Taunton did start to get random vehicles, they did it. I mean, when Go Ahead West Yorkshire took over the X98 and X99 because it was Proctor's North Yorkshire that were running it, a couple of the buses ended up going out with the incorrect blind files on. They messed up the blinds. They have fixed them now, but they did go out for the first day with the wrong blind files. So it does happen. It is easy done. If you don't have someone who's an expert on destination blinds. I mean, for example, Cawthorne's Travel in Rotherham have just acquired an ex-Tiger European B7R lead, previously a Great Manchester one. It is one that I'm hoping to feature in a video very soon. On the more central channel. I haven't worked out how I'm going to tie it into a video yet, but I've got a few ideas. And I had a little look at that, and they run the free service, but they have all different destination controllers. Unfortunately, they don't have anyone that can program them at the moment, I don't think. So, there we go. So what they've ended up doing is Tiger European do private hires and stuff like that. So they have blinds that sort of like say bus 1, bus 2, bus 3. So for this service free, they found the one that says bus 3 on it. So it now's running around with bus 3. That, to be fair, it is bus service number 3. So they're not far off. It's just incredibly random how they're running around with it. And it's also really random how they've gone full loop with the B7s, because when they first started they had 2 B7 RLEs, and they then got shut of them, scrapped them. Both of them were 06 plates, and now they've ended up with an 05 plate. I do think it's cool, and I will be visiting Rotherham very soon. Not a place that people tend to visit that much, but I will be visiting it very soon to get a ride in on that bus for definite. So I do also need their DB300 if they've still got it, all being well. It was one that sort of arrived, DW426. It arrived a few months ago and sort of vanished off the face of the earth a little bit. So I'm hoping that it does reappear. I'm hoping it isn't a goner, as it would be a shame if it is. Come on, there we go. We're quite a busy service, 20. No, I just think the order in which the blinds have been put on this I think are slightly incorrect. Because I have used the Studio Polygon HOF file, because there's a master switch HOF file that you'll have seen in the previous couple of videos, and the blueprint productions on the MS HOF file I believe are the same one that you'll have seen in the previous 2 videos with the lovely blinds on. I imagine this does have lovely blinds, it's just for some reason they've been inputted in the wrong order. So it does say where we're going on the side, but then it keeps flickering off on the front, and as you can see the dot keeps coming up, so it doesn't seem 100% happy, but we've still got 20 on the front every so often, so people still know what route we are. One thing I did forget with AdSTO is the roadworks, like in this section. again, roadworks, sadly, an incredibly realistic factor of day-to-day life within the UK, especially at the moment. This year, 2025, we just seem to have had such a sort of like increase in roadworks, and it also just doesn't seem to sort of be giving in either. It just seems to be constant, and I'm struggling to sort of see the benefits in quite a lot of areas, as I imagine quite a few other people are, unfortunately. But we are seeing an increase in them. I mean, it's like my commute to work at the moment. They've shut one of the major roads. With my job, I move around, as you can see with my series, daily life bus driver, I do move around. My current commute, at the time of filming this for the week, for a week and a half, I went down this road for the first day and said it was shut, and then by 9 o'clock it was shut, and it's going to be shut for the entire time I'm here. That is always fun, always exciting. So yeah, always fun. Apologies about that. It is early morning after filming this. We must have literally just missed these lights. Literally just missed them. The sad fact is I know that they change. They're just absolutely horrendous. Does mean we're gonna have to absolutely fly down the rest of this route. There we go. I looked when all the others were red, I thought I better actually zoom back in because it'll be me that's on green now. But sadly this is the realistic part of day-to-day life at the moment. These roadworks. Why did we slam all on? And why did the Streetlite brakes not want to work? There we go. Promise you, they usually brake a little bit better than that in real life. They don't judder when they're doing 10 miles an hour. But again, OMSI physics and things like that do limit what these are capable of. Also, for the context, the registration plate we're driving with is 47405, I believe. Or 47505. It's numerically the first one of the batch that they have at the first Wessex. One of the earlier 10.8 metres that they have, so because I chose the Cummins variation, I know that it had to be an early variation, so that's how I sort of worked it. How late are we now? 1.4. Don't want to do overtime, I'm good. No, we don't want to do overtime. I'm good. I tend to say no to that in real life as well. Hey, the first bus AdSTO depot. Excellent. With coaches in it. Oh, I do. That looks like a mega depot as well. I think I said that last time I came past. It does look like an insanely mega depot. I also love the variety of scenery again on this route that and just on the map generally. It's like again you've got the school, you've got different bus bays. It's not just like just constant on-street bus stops. There is just that nice level of variety. It's really nice. From memory, the 2A and the 20 are the competing services, so very similar to like the competition that used to exist in Barnstable between Stagecoach and First. I want to leave my boss. I only jutted a little bit. It's fine. We just keep getting stuck at all the lines. Seem to be getting really unlucky. Us getting unlucky on an OMSI drive? Never. I'll also say I do really think that the new first livery is seriously growing on me. Really is growing on me. When it's in full application with the new logo, it really does look the power. I still think it's quite basic compared to what the logo could be, but I do think the new logo, the new livery, going fully for a new brand right in one, really does look good. Pretty certain we did this corridor last time, I think we did it last time. I'll have to check the previous videos. We definitely did the 2A last time. Definitely did. But it is really nice to see the upgrade in the scenery. I think looking through this you can see, well, when we drove 85 there were still quite a few bits that were unfinished for this. And still a few bits that weren't fully finalised. So it is really nice to see the proper, fully completed route, I think. That's probably the best way to put it. It is really nice. Just to see it fully in its flesh, what the developer intended. I mean, yeah, there are still some bits, as you can see there, that aren't fully finished and completed. But again, this is still a beta. There is a reason it is still a beta, work in progress. That is for us to test out, show off all the exciting stuff, and then look at the excitement that's going to be coming soon as well. So, I mean, the last park and ride route, that was a new route for this time, and that was fully done and looked absolutely amazing. Really nice road. Oh, stop. Oh, Streetlights are jumping. That's just what these are, unfortunately. Jumping. There's no one wanting to get off, okay. So if you remember previously, this was the terminus to the route, so it was only a temporary terminus. But this was as far as the route went last time. Now all the so the 2A still terminates here, so presumably the extension for that route is going to be made very soon. Meanwhile we continue. Oh, she changed her mind at last second, she now wants the bus. Let's see what the lighting's like. Oh, it's right on the front. Yes, it is right on the front still. Just want to get a really nice shot of this with the full livery on it. With some sort of a decent background as well, I must add. So there we go, 22 St. Stephen. Yeah, I'm pretty certain both routes finished there last time, so I'll do for now. So this is the new section of the map that we haven't previously driven on, so this is exciting. We have done the other bit, but again, not with all the scenery finished. So this is what has happened in one mere update on this map. Again, a personal project that someone sort of really does take seriously. It is their project, their map. So again, this is all the new stuff, very exciting. It's always exciting driving someone's project, seriously is. It's always such an honour as well because you can see the attention to detail that someone's gone to. So when we drive the Mr. Moose Lincolnshire betas, it's just looking at that attention to detail. The fact that someone's just made it all in their spare time, it's so cool. I really like that hill as well. Hey, Saltash! I'm loving the signposts as well. Sometimes you drive maps and they can forget to include like the signposting. It's like that's really nice to sort of have the signpost to St. Stephen's because it sounds like quite a major place. And the car's waiting in the way. I've never known that before. For the record, I've never once known any time in OMSI where I get vehicles giving way to me. I've never ever known that. So I'm not complaining about that, that's pretty cool. Well, that was a taxi to the curb job, I'm afraid. Not like me. One of these, I was in London quite recently driving buses. There's going to be that Day in the Life of Bus Driver. That's going to be coming out in season 4. So we're currently on season 3. I have already started working on season 4 because I know how popular the show is. And I was recently down in London and just doing my thing, just cracking on, plodding on. And I didn't realise just how well I do with curbs now. And I was pulling up to these curbs absolutely perfectly. And I think it's a mix of developing your skill over time, so it's obviously developing it over time and driving a bus you're familiar with the dimensions of. So I was driving Enviro 400s and I'm very familiar with the dimensions on them and how they like the structure and the width and the length and the sort of driving on them and the driving position. all factors that can sort of make the difference between you being really good at driving the vehicle and sometimes a little bit more shocking. So it was really cool to drive that and to obviously see, because I'm so used to the dimensions of those vehicles, just nailing the bus stops, like parking at the bus stops. I was absolutely nailing it. That was really nice. Okay, I know you want to jump off. Jeez. It's like in real life. Yeah, still a minute late, but that's fine. Window of tolerance and all of that. I'm really liking this scenery and the fact that you sort of loop round the estate, horseshoe round it, rather than straight out or an obvious block. Like a proper horseshoe, but it's not obvious with the roads you're double backing on. Again, really cool. And again, just these gradients, just constant gradients, and how it actually is in real life, where you're just constantly dealing with ups and downs and all of that lot. I mean, yes, some vehicles in this game will struggle with these because they're not used to it, sadly, but it's so cool to have all these different gradients and lengths and corners and junctions. Like, this is the kind of thing we want in OMSI nowadays. And again, you can just tell the passion that's gone into it and the research as well. Like, these have been inspired off real areas, then it's sort of all been worked in the best way possible. It's really cool. Oh, St. Stephen's Terminus. This is cool. A pub car park. Oh, wow. Oh, I think it's off the way. I'm not going far away from God, this is cool. This is cool. Look at this. I won't want to know how difficult it is to get out of here when there's um, bits and bobs in the car park. I bet that is a bit tight. But this as an island, this is one of the coolest bus terminus points I have ever seen in Oxford. One of the coolest by a mile. Oh my goodness me, this is cool. So yeah, so that is the 20 service. So, the newly extended 20 that runs from Adstow bus station all the way through to St Stephen's via the Tesco Superstore. An incredibly nice route, lots of variety in the scenery, about a 25-minute route as advertised. It's not one of these that says it's 25 and it's 15, a 25-minute route. And there are other AI buses usually, but again, I've still got them switched off just as a precaution until I reinstall a couple of buses that I've uninstalled. But just for the sake of this, I just thought I'd keep all uninstalled just in case, just to cover myself. But yeah, a really seriously tremendous route. Thoroughly enjoyed driving that route. The bus seems perfect for it. You go past the first bus depot, you've got such a variety of places you go in and out of. Lovely bus station and an incredibly impeccable terminus. So again, a reminder that AdSTO is still in beta stages. This is beta 6, the most advanced beta I've seen so far, with the most routes and the most extensions. Pretty much every single route now is in some shape or form finished or very nearly done. There are still some bits of scenery to tidy up and AI to tidy up and stuff like that. So there might still be stuff to add. Again, remember that this is someone's personal project, so there might still be additional bits to add in. So just bear that in mind, that it might not be released in the very near future because it is a personal project, and if the developer doesn't feel it's finished yet, then it's not finished. But once again, a big thank you to them for allowing me to have a little drive on AdSTO again. It's been really nice so far to look at the map. I'm looking forward to doing future videos on it as well, looking at more of these routes because there's still a load of routes that we haven't done, and taking on a variety of buses on these routes. So yeah, a very nice run. Really enjoyed it. Again, do remember it is a work in progress, so there are still some bits that need finalising, some bits that aren't perfect. But again, an incredibly lovely project. You can see the passion and enthusiasm that's gone into this. That is really, really cool. For now though, I really do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have done, do be sure to click that like button so that more people can find it and enjoy like you have. And if you haven't already, do be sure to subscribe to the AdMore Virtual Bus YouTube channel for more content like this from the OMSI 2 world, from the AdSTO Project Beta 6. I've still got a few more videos I want to do on this. The version 5, version 6, I keep forgetting, of Lincolnshire. The next update of Lincolnshire that we're currently trudging through as well. We're having a look at that. A few more videos to come from the work in progress Lincolnshire update as well. Exclusive videos, so make sure you don't miss out on them either. And lots of other stuff in the OMSI 2 world. Remember that if you are working on a bus, a repaint or a map that you'd like me to showcase, you can email me at amc.andmorecentral@gmail.com. And the link for this is in the description below. Email across your projects and I will showcase them on the channel. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next video, mate. Bye for now. Bye.